Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Two people police say are responsible for a string of robberies in Tennessee and Georgia are behind bars.
Chattanooga officers arrested 22-year-old Peyton Cleveland and 20-year-old Bailey Roddy yesterday. In this surveillance video from the Star Plus Food Mart on Lee Highway, police say Cleveland approached the clerk armed with a pistol and demanded money before running off. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell explains how many stores officers believe this duo robbed. Tanisha.
Well, the robbery spree involved 5 gas stations or convenience stores starting on Thursday. 2 of them were on Lee Highway, one in East Ridge, Fort Oglethorpe, and Catoosa County. Now, a woman who was working at the time of the robbery in Fort Oglethorpe tells us she feared for her life. She asked us not to be identified.
And it happened really quick. It seemed like in the moment it was lasting forever.
It was a normal Friday night for one woman working at the Megastar shop on Battlefield Parkway. Around 7 o'clock, she says a man walked in trying to buy a soda, but he told her he forgot his wallet. She says she didn't suspect anything until he came back a few minutes later.
He went and exchanged the drink, came back up to the counter. I rang it up, looked at him, gave him his total, and there was like, he had a magazine standing on the counter, and he lifted it, and I seen the gun under it pointed at me, and he said, okay, now give me everything in the register.
At 6 months pregnant, the soon-to-be mother of 3 says she was terrified.
I basically begged and pleaded, don't shoot me, of course, but he said, I'm not going to hurt you, just give me everything you've got in the register, and I did that. He said, wait 5 minutes to call the cops, I'll be watching, and he left.
Police found Peyton Cleveland and his accomplice Bailey Roddy 2 days later in Chattanooga. They say a relative identified Cleveland in this surveillance video from the Star Plus Food Mart on Lee Highway.
He told the clerk he was waiting on a ride, and that's why he was hanging out. So, what's the clerk supposed to do? He didn't appear to be casing them at that time, but he ended up, using that, space where there were no customers to his advantage.
Sergeant Kevin Aiken says Cleveland robbed at least 5 stores. He says a drug addiction was the motive. When
people have a drug addiction and they have no place to get money, and usually they've worn out their family connections, they're not stealing from their family, then they start hitting the gas stations and places like that are easy targets.
Even though no one was hurt, the gas station clerk says she'll be cautious from now on.
You don't know the mindset these people have. I didn't know if he's going to be one of those crazy people that, oh, she called the cops, I'm going to go back for revenge. You don't know.
Well, both Cleveland and Roddy was charged with aggravated robbery. Police say more charges could be filed. Live in the studio, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.